Hi everyone, welcome back to K-Drama Notes. On May 14th, Stray Kids' BamBam held his regularly scheduled broadcast of Chan's Room, where he brought up his concerns with the generational differences between artists with regard to basic mannerisms. Now, if you've been following with how artists interact at public events like music shows or even award shows, you must have noticed that there has always been a very clear level of respect between the newer generation of artists versus the older generations. Oftentimes, the younger or newer generation of artists will bow down to the older generation and formally greet them by shaking their hands or something along those lines. However, after recent experiences, Stray Kids Chan stated that he believes that the newer generation of idols feel more relaxed about the customs of greetings. During the live broadcast, he stated, quote,
I don't know, I might sound like a boomer. I think, because generations are different, and I know that as well. But, I feel like it's come to the point where greeting someone is not considered as basic manners. I'm not saying, I'm not cussing people out or anything. It's just that I feel like I'm thinking too much about it, because if you see someone walk by, and then you say hi, you go, oh, 안녕하세요, but then if they don't reply back, it'd be like, what, okay, but I feel like it's come to the point where this generation is allowed to do that. Just not care, if that's right. But yeah, no, because I guess there were a few scenarios where that would happen, but at first I was like, okay, I was like, okay, but then the more I thought about it, I was like, okay, maybe I'm just over exaggerating. Maybe just I'm thinking too much about it. Maybe I'm just a boomer. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess it could happen. But then for me, in my perspective, I was like, okay, well, I mean, whoever it is, I'm just gonna inside. I'm just gonna say hi, the best I can, because I'm here to have fun and greet the people that I like and respect. So I think that was the whole vibe. That was one of the things I remembered from Music Bank in Paris. But yeah, I mean, it's I don't know, it's.
After BamBam finished his live broadcast, the topic of his stream remained a hot debate, with some fans even taking it a step further and accusing specific artists and groups of ignoring Chan when he himself hadn't even mentioned any names to begin with. This only added more fuel to the fire, and soon after, Chan took to Instagram to release a formal apology to those who may have been hurt by his careless words. He said, quote, "Hello, this is BamBam from Stray Kids. I apologize for the offense caused by the comments I made during a recent live broadcast. I thought about the impact my words and behavior have on others and have deeply reflected on myself. I would like to mention that it was not my intention to specify a certain artist and that my comments had nothing to do with the artist being mentioned currently. I would like to express my deepest apologies to the artists who have been hurt by my careless words. I sincerely apologize. I will be more cautious of what I say in order to ensure this does not happen again. Once again, I sincerely apologize," end quote. As seen under the comment section of the Instagram post, many netizens shared that there was no reason for Chan to apologize, especially after he had never mentioned any names to begin with. However, with that said, some fans of Chan and Stray Kids did go out of their way to accuse an innocent group that was in no way mentioned by Chan himself. Due to the false accusations, members of a specific girl group became the targets of some very unnecessary comments and criticism. Because of this, fans found it respectable that Chan took the time to apologize on his fans' behalf. Some Korean netizens also shared their thoughts on the situation and commented the following. One user said, quote, "I hate those foreign haters. Even if BamBam apologized, would they ever try to reflect on what they've done? It would be okay to say those things to your friends. It's always the foreign haters that blow things out of proportion," end quote. Another user said, quote, "I hope he is more careful from now on, and I hope that the foreign fans will reflect on their actions. It's because of them that this blew out of proportion," end quote. K-pop fans across all fandoms know Chan to be a very friendly and outgoing person who quite literally brings joy everywhere he goes, and thus fans hope that situations like this can be avoided in the future, as it does no good to have such unnecessary tension within fan communities. What do you guys think about this situation? Do you think Chan needed to apologize? Let me know in the comments down below. Another artist to make an apology following a misunderstanding was P1Harmony's Keeho after he recently faced some backlash after making a certain comment about individuals who are unemployed. On May 11th, Keeho took to a subscription-based app that allows artists to communicate with their fans and sent his fans a series of short texts talking about how he often wonders about the lives of the people he sees on the street. He said, quote, "Sometimes I think a lot about the lives of the people who walk on the street while I'm riding in the car. I wonder what kind of life they are living. When I see students, I wonder if they're having fun at school or whether school was hard for them today. I wonder what they're majoring in. It's fun to imagine them having a life that I can't ever experience or understand. When I see employees, I wonder what dreams they had and whether they're happy with their jobs right now. If they're happy, that's totally great. When I see unemployed people, I often wonder what kind of work their parents do, lol," end quote. His last comment didn't sit well with many netizens as his remarks came across as disrespectful to unemployed people. Due to the backlash, Keeho then shared another text and apologized for the misunderstanding. He said, quote, "I didn't mean to say what I said earlier in a negative way, but it seems that it was misunderstood. I'm sorry. I'll be more careful not to make pieces upset," end quote. What do you guys think about Keeho's comments? Do you think he was in the wrong, or do you think that the internet was being a little bit too sensitive about his remarks? Let me know in the comments down below. Unfortunately, the serious updates don't end there, as on May 5th, GOT7's BamBam addressed a recent issue that came up after he made specific comments about New Jeans Hayden. During an episode of his BAM House drinking program, BamBam mentioned that he's a fan of aespa's Winter and New Jeans Hayden, sharing that their songs give him a sense of healing. However, later on in the episode, a YouTuber by the name of Punja asks BamBam to pick between Transit Love 2-star Nyan or New Jeans Hayden. He ultimately chooses Hayden, but quickly second-guesses himself as he mentions her young age. For context, Hayden was 16 years old at the time. BamBam then states that it was risky for him to mention liking Hayden as a fan due to her young age. After a clip of this conversation was spread online, it was unfortunately taken out of context, thus triggering an increased number of hate comments towards BamBam. Soon after, Abyss Company shared that they take legal action against those spreading malicious comments about the artist. BamBam didn't address the situation until May 5th when he held his birthday livestream on Weverse. During this stream, BamBam took the time to personally chat with his fans about everything that had been going on and also clarified a few misunderstandings. He said,
One last serious conversation, and I'm gonna stop talking about all that stuff. You know, this world, you know, this day, I'm just, you know, I'm work hard. I try to like ignore a lot of stuff, but I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm stressed a lot. Like, you know, you guys are probably know what happened like not too long ago, but they don't understand what I mean. You know, the reason that I'm saying is because I'm scared all these situations gonna happen. So, you know, I'm explain everything later, but people just freaking cut everything off and then act like I'm a bad guy. You know, but nowadays people just believe all the internet stuff. You know, so I appreciate a lot of people that, you know, still with me and, you know, like trust, like that, you know, trust my heart and everything. But you know, I'm never trying to hurt people. I never trying to be a bad person. I never have like a bad thought or anything. Like I'm gonna be honest, like really, I try to be the best I can be. But you know, when I try my best and if this is a result, I'm tired, stressed out, and I wanna give up sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. You know, just let me live, let me work. Everything I need is love. If y'all not gonna support, just back off and, you know, let me do my thing. Let me stay with people I love. I don't know why those people try. What have I ever did to them? Come on. You know, this has been bothering me like every day since like 3 weeks ago. You know, y'all tell me not to care about all the haters and stuff. But people do believe the hater these days. So how do I not care? You know, I saw a lot of people saying that, you know, after all those stuff, I cannot look at BamBam as the same person anymore. Like, come on.
What do you guys think about all of these updates? Please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, thank you so much for watching and see you guys next time. Bye!